So I'm in the Hot Wheels section at a Target in the Midwest region of the United States, and the question for this video is Hot Wheels bringing their A game in 2025? What I'm noticing here is we have 2025 B case, and what do we have right here? False alarm, it is just the main line to the Super. That is the Hero Hata Merc. And the biggest change for 2025 is we have brand new packaging. There is new card art for these main lines. I think it really pops. There's a lot of life, a lot of movement. Almost looks like the car is driving right off the packaging. We have this new for 2025 Ford Mustang GTD. I also really like the new symbol they created for the new for 2025. They changed that up a little bit compared to last year in 2024. And let me tell you, it is great to see so many castings on the pegs. Some of you collectors who have been collecting for a few years now, if you can recall back in 2021, 2022 era, we had those really bad supply chain issues where distribution was just absolutely awful. I mean, I remember when there was about a 6-month period where I was pretty much just exclusively shopping on eBay just because it wasn't worth my time to go shop the pegs in these big box stores. So I think Hot Wheels overall with the distribution has been doing very, very good. Seems like selection is staying fresh, pretty good new stock rotating in as the stores get new cases. And you know, while you can argue that there's maybe too many fantasy castings, especially if you just approach the leftovers to a case, you have to keep in mind these are for kids. The fantasy castings that they pick up today, you got to think in 20 years from now, those are going to become extremely nostalgic. And what do? I mean, a big part of Hot Wheels collecting is that nostalgia. We look at some of the castings from 10, 15, 20, 30, 50 years ago, and we just have that emotion connected to it. It's just great to have that nostalgia factor. And even if you could argue that there's too many fantasy castings right now, you know, beggars can't be choosers. I think it's a great selection, and this art, let me tell you, just so vibrant. Here we have the Purple Passion from the Let's Race Netflix series. We also have that Mazda AutoZam, one of the recent Hot Wheels Legend Tour winners. So I'll hush up for a second. We'll check out some of these castings. This is the Matt Gabe deco here, or excuse me, not the deco, but the actual casting. He got his name printed up on the front panel there. And let's take these in for a few moments, and I'll tune back in shortly. And another big upgrade I kind of see with these newer castings is I think the graphic design is also getting better. So the actual decos that are created, I can just tell the designers are having such a fun time with them. Really just a lot of vibrant colors, a lot of different cool colorways, and you know, everything just kind of comes together so beautifully. These are $1 models. They are toy cars that take, mind you, over a year of planning and execution. It's just so impressive to see everything come together, from the graphics to the actual casting design itself to that beautiful new vibrant packaging. Twin Mill Gen E here, one of my actual favorite castings by Hot Wheels, so that is cool to see. That is the Chinese New Year livery on there. Also have this beautiful Subaru BRZ. So I ultimately want to hear your thoughts on this. What do you think about 2025? Are we off to a good start? Would you say there's a different era, a different moment in time where Hot Wheels is a little bit better? We have this really cool, this is by Craig Callum, the Morgan Super 3. Love that colorway as well, sort of the light aqua with the royal blue. I think that looks awesome. But I want to hear your thoughts on this. I mean, a lot of us collectors are seasoned, a lot of us collectors are new. You new collectors, what do you think about the current selection of diecast? And you old collectors, seasoned collectors, what do you think about these designs? Would you say we're in a good era right now? Do you think maybe 10 years ago was better? Do you think 20, 30 years ago were better? You know, sort of late 90s, there was a lot more metal on metal, for example. 2005 was a really big year with, the likes of Acceleracers, a lot of new kind of futuristic cool designs from that era as well. Or maybe you're even a Redline collector and you really wish we went back to that era where it was just, you know, simple, beautiful castings with that ultra shiny Spectraflame paint, which obviously can be found on Super Treasure Hunts nowadays, as well as RLC models, Ultra Hots, etc., etc. So again, just great to see the amount of castings on these pegs. And I'm just curious what your thoughts are on the overall art direction, how these castings are looking, if you think things can still be improved, or if you think Hot Wheels is in a golden era right now. Are they bringing their A game? Let me know in the comments below.